Are you ready for some hunting on the Tommy Wilcox Show?
Tommy Wilcox Outdoors is brought to you by Alabama Credit Union. Feel good about your money. Mahindra Tractors, built for the long haul. Peach Outdoors, get the motor running on your next project with our Mahindra Tractors, ATVs, or lawn equipment. Tuscaloosa Toyota, one price, one place. Real Tree Camouflage, family, friends, and the outdoors. Game Face Turkey Calls. When you head to the woods, bring your game face. Talladega County Exchanges for all your feed and agricultural needs. All music courtesy of country music legend Hank Williams Jr. Hey folks, welcome to today's show. We want to show you my Royal Slam. I am so proud that and blessed that I got the opportunity to travel around the country in Mexico to get the 5 species of turkeys. We went out to Florida and got the Osceola, and then Eastern here. Then we went out to Nebraska, got the Merriam, Texas to get the Rio, and then we went to Mexico to get the Gould. And they were all beautiful turkeys, all great hunts. And I'm so proud that we took it, every one of them, that I took it with the Bama Hammer from Game Face Calls. This is a call that's been very good to me, man, and we still sell it. And if you're looking for a call that'll sure enough bring the turkeys in no matter what part of the country you're in, check out the Bama Hammer, because it got the job done. First of all, I wanted to just talk a little bit about my Osceola hunt. We all traveled out to Florida, me, John Stone, and a bunch of guys, and they went one way. John took a real nice gobbler. Him and Donnie were together, and Donnie called it in with the All-American, and John was able to get his Osceola. That afternoon, they dropped me off, and I was in this plush oak bottom, I mean, full of little oak trees, and I wasn't there, gosh, maybe 15, 20 minutes, and I got the calling on the Bama Hammer, and man, I heard a gobbler way off in the distance, and I looked, and there was a gobbler out there strutting, and I said, my goodness, man. I had built me a little homemade blind, and I called back on the Bama Hammer again, got him to gobble again, and he come on, got closer and gobbled, and before long, he seen the decoys, and it was all over. Y'all take a look. All right, folks, the first turkey of the Royal Slam was the Osceola in Florida. And thanks John Stone, Donnie McCall, y'all, we had a great time in Florida. Was able to knock that turkey out. It is now on to the Eastern here in Fayette, Alabama. I do a lot of turkey hunting up in Fayette, Alabama on Uncle Doyle's place. And we had been seeing turkeys all through deer season. And I had this turkey yelped on the Bama hammer a little bit, and I had this turkey gobbling, going crazy. And all of a sudden I looked up, and there he is in full strut. Y'all take a look. All right, folks, that'll do it for 2 of the turkeys of the Royal Slam. Got the Osceola out the way, got the Eastern out the way. When we come back, we're gonna be heading to Texas for the Rio, and then on to Nebraska for the Merriam. Y'all wanna stay tuned. This segment is brought to you by Alabama Credit Union. Feel good about your money. Hey folks, welcome back to the show. We've got our Osceola out the way. We've got our Eastern out the way. We headed toward Texas to JB's place in Bastrop, Texas. And my first chance of getting out there hunting some Rios. And JB was showing us, riding us around, showing us where he's seen turkeys at before. And as we're riding around, we seen some gobblers here, gobblers there, so we knew we were in good shape. So we went out there and built us some blinds, and we headed back in, took a break, got all our equipment, and went back out that afternoon. And I sat in my blind, hit the Bama hammer one time, and he gobbled up on the hill. And you'll be able to see, I've got some long distance video of him just up there on the hill, just strutting around. Rio down in Texas. All right, folks, we have our Texas hunt out the way. We're headed up to Nebraska to get to Merriam. And me and Donnie McCall got in the vehicle, drove up there. It was a long drive, but it was well worth it. We got out and we had a guide, and he took us all around, took us to a few places. We seen some gobblers, but they were all henned up, and he took us to another part, and he sent Donnie one way and sent me the other way. I had made me put up a little pop blind so I could film myself. Donnie was filming himself. And literally, I killed that turkey within 5-10 minutes. All right, folks, we have the Osceola, Eastern, Rio, and Merriam out of the way. Now it's time to go to Mexico and get the Gould turkey. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when I come back, I'm gonna show you our beautiful Gould turkey hunt in Mexico. Stay with us. This segment is brought to you by Realtree Camouflage, family friends in the outdoors. All right, folks, we have the Osceola out the way. We have the Eastern, Rio, and Merriam out the way. Now it's off to Mexico to hunt the Gould turkey. And I've been to Mexico many times deer hunting. It's flat, it's dry, it's not real pretty. But we went to Western Mexico and it was absolutely beautiful. Could not believe the mountains, streams, hills, valleys. That surprised me more than anything, not to mention the amount of turkeys that they have. And the Gould is such a beautiful turkey because it has those white tips on the end of his tail feathers. And man, I was fortunate to have a heck of a hunt. So right now, let me show you how I shored up my Royal Slam by getting the Gould in Mexico. Y'all take a look. Tommy Wilcox Outdoors is brought to you by Alabama Credit Union, Mahindra Tractors, Peach Outdoors, Tuscaloosa Toyota, Realtree Camouflage, Game Face Turkey Calls, Talladega County Exchange Farmers Co-op, Nelson Glass, Sanford Restaurant Equipment, and Moundville Feed and Seed. Now let's rejoin the action. All right, folks, that'll do it for this week's show. Thanks so much to all the people that played a big role in me being able to get the opportunity to take the Royal Slam. Donnie McCall, Bubba Dickinson, J.B. Hoffman, Don Saylor, my wife, my kids. They let me get away and travel great distances in order to get one of my goals, and that was to take the Royal Slam. And I was fortunate to do it with my own call, the Bama Hammer from Game Face Calls. So Don, thank you. You built a heck of a call, man, because I've been all over the place with it, and turkeys respond. So if you're looking for a call that turkey, no matter where you go, that turkeys respond to, get yourself the Bama Hammer. Also want to thank all the people at all my sponsors. I want to thank the Alabama Credit Union, Mahindra, Veracity Vein Center, Nelson Glass. A lot of people that played a big role in giving me the opportunity to do what I love doing. And I certainly appreciate it. All right, that'll do it for this week's show. We'll see you next week. Thanks.
Gassed up, loaded down, trucking on from town to town. Guns, bows, and a tackle box. Here come Tommy Wilcox. Hitting the water, hitting the woods. That Bama boy sure got it good. Always having too much fun. Lordy, don't y'all wanna come get you some?